Good evening. Live from New York, the CC Radio Network is proud to bring you tonight's show, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc, where we talk about religion like you've never heard before. There's no evangelists here, just talk about religion with a twist. So let's get started and have some fun. Welcome our hosts for tonight, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc.
Well?
There is no heaven. There is no hell.
Fire this guy.
There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
On Sunday, most of us were grieving for the 49 lives lost at the mass shooting at a gay nightclub in Orlando. But at Sacramento's Verity Baptist Church, Pastor Roger Jimenez told his churchgoers not to mourn. He compared the LGBT victims to pedophiles.
What if you asked me, hey, are you sad that 50 pedophiles were killed today? No, I think that's great. I think that helps society. You know, I think Orlando, Florida is a little safer tonight. Now that 50, the tragedy is that more didn't die. I mean, the tragedy is, I'm kind of upset that he didn't finish the job.
The outrage was immediate. But at Jimenez's house on Tuesday, the pastor did not back down from his controversial sermon. Do you have any regrets about your statements during your sermon on Sunday?
I don't have any regrets about what I said, and I don't take anything back.
How do you differentiate between saying that it's a good thing that these people died and inciting violence? How do you differentiate between those two things?
Well, I'm not calling people to arms, and I'm not telling people that they should go, do this. What I'm saying is that if the government followed the laws of God, that's what they would be doing. And if the government did that, I'd be fine with that.
Are you saying you would be fine with the government killing gay people?
I would be fine. I think that I'm totally okay with that. If the government did that, that's what they would do if we lived in a righteous nation.
Well, Dr. Mark, you believe that?
What are you, crazy?
What, am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Are you crazy?
I don't even know how you could put that on. That Jimenez is an asshole.
I want to get your opinion. Isn't it crazy?
I mean, it's unfortunate that there are still people in this world, and he is a man of religion and a man of God, but I have news for you. There are many evangelicals and, Pat Robinsons out there who think that homosexuality is an abomination. But, I mean, he's comparing these gay people to pedophiles, yet I have news for you. Okay. If you did a study, the majority of pedophiles in this country are heterosexuals. They are not homosexual. And I'm appalled. I really am.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Scary, isn't it? Baptist.
I want to get the words right. The problem is this country. It's in this country. It's not outside the country. It's not those coming into the country. It's the people in this country. It's the people that are born in this country. That is our problem with what's going on in the world today, in our country. We don't have to build a wall to not let these terrorists in. They're in already. We have to stop it here. And this guy or whatever, I'm disgusted with what I just heard on your show.
Well, this pastor.
Say what you just said.
Yep. This pastor.
But for that guy to say what he said, that is downright disgusting in my book.
Mm-hmm. Well, when this,
people like him who persecuted and who murdered and impaled Matthew Shepard to that fence, okay, a number of years ago.
I remember.
Well, if you listen to more of his sermon, which I did, he reads this directly out of the Bible, where the homosexuals and lesbians should be put to death.
Oh, I know it's in the Old Testament where it says, "Thou shalt not spill your seed." Okay, man shall not lay with man or woman with woman. Okay, but
If you look back in time, it started back then. It didn't start now. Homosexuality started way back before any of us were even born.
No, I don't. Look, it's been around. It always will be. You're born. First of all, it's not something that you don't choose homosexuality. You're born that way, okay? Because
exactly, that's what I was just about to say.
You say to yourself, knowing the world for what it is, who would choose to live a homosexual lifestyle knowing that you will always be a target, that you will always be persecuted in some way, shape, or form, whether it's in business or in your personal life, okay? But, you know, this is all chemical, it's all in your genes, and you have no control over it. And the bottom line is, why shouldn't homosexuals be allowed to find happiness and live together, you know, and then enjoy what life has to offer? Why should they have to worry, as my son said, why should I have to worry if I hold the hand of the person I'm with just because I'm gay? Or if I get up in a club and start dancing with another guy, why should I be pointed out? Well, why should what I'm doing be any different than a guy asking a lady to dance with him? Okay?
Okay, so this man said he read this. This pastor read it in the church, in the Bible, say. Also, my point is, in, I guess, what is it? What country is that? Saudi Arabia. If you're gay, what do they do? Do you know? Gays?
Well, Saudi Arabia has very stringent Sharia law, and you could be put to death according to the Quran.
You could be put to death.
Yeah.
That's done in about 5 or 6 countries. In Saudi Arabia and I think Iran. In Egypt, they put him to jail, or they used to. I don't know if they still do.
It's not a crime to love the same sex. I don't, you know.
It is in the Bible.
It just floors me how these countries just make their own rules up. Who are you to tell a person that they can't love another person? It's just
first thing, it's in the Bible, it's in the Quran. Now, the people who are willing to believe that and accept that are the radicals. You have the ISIS radicals. They believe that. You know, when they find the homosexuals, they throw them off roofs. They'll kill them. They'll behead them. You know. And this Baptist minister found it in the Bible that it's also permissible to kill homosexuals. So
I think it's downright. It's just so disgusting what's going on in this world. I mean, my thoughts and prayers are with Orlando. I mean, what's next? What the hell is next? I just don't get it. What is it going to take to stop this? We're literally killing each other. That's bottom line. I mean, before you know it, we won't even have to worry about who's running or who's going to be president because there's not going to be a country to run.
Well, first thing is we need somebody a little tougher than Mr. Obama.
Why? What is he doing wrong?
He hasn't abolished ISIS yet.
Like it's going to be so easy?
I was going to say, it's not.
You know,
he's not trying.
Hey, Felix.
He's not trying.
You know who started ISIS? George W. Bush with his Iraqi program of getting rid of Saddam Hussein, and then the puppet that he put in there after him that was elected, who promised to deal equally with Sharia and Sunni and
Sharia.
Baptist. You know,
Sunni, you mean
he
not, you didn't mean Sharia.
No, Sunni and Shia. Along with the Ba'athists, you know, he didn't. And people were left out. They felt that there was no place for them. And the terrorists, one or two of the terrorists started by saying, well, we'll offer you this, that, and the other thing. And they had nothing to lose. And that's why you have ISIS. Okay? That's George W. Bush.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Well, it does when you say that Obama is weak.
Yes, he is. Has Obama gone and talked to Israel and all the other countries, gone to himself and say, hey, guys, we got to get rid of these. We got to do this. He tried no diplomacy to get together all the countries and abolish ISIS. He's bombing them sparingly.
I don't believe that it has to be done by one person. I
said, but you need a leader. You need a leader
right,
to put the.
We do need a leader, but we all need to come together as one. We got to stop criticizing everybody. We got to stop talking about people, calling each other names. We have to come together as one, and we have to form together as one and fight as one. It's the only way we're going to win the battle with ISIS. They're winning. They're winning right now because we're fighting amongst each other. We're criticizing each other instead of coming together as one. Right now we're siding with Orlando because we're, yes, as one, as a nation, we're upset about what happened. But in a couple of days, when this is all behind us, everybody's going to start criticizing each other again, and we're not going to be able to fight. And it's going to happen again. Right under our noses, something else is going to happen. And if we don't pull together, we're going to lose, and this whole country is going to be shot down. We're not even going to be here anymore.
By the way, just so you know, we in the chat room, we've got Mary, our friend.
Oh, speaking of which, we didn't give anybody our phone number.
Yes.
By the way, how did you manage to call in? We didn't give you the number.
646-595-3275. Repeat that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who repeat that? Me?
1-800.
No, it's 646.
And the number to call.
Something.
And the number to call in Brooklyn is,
All right. Anyway, so and Mary says it wasn't Bush, it was Obama. Her reasoning being that Obama pulled the troops out of Iraq. He should have negotiated a deal to have them stay there. Once he pulled the troops out, it caused the instability, and the instability is what.
Hey, look, the troops never should have gone into Iraq to begin with. That was George W. Bush's.
No, I know.
That was George W. Bush's big white lie.
It doesn't. I'm not arguing the point. What I'm saying is, once you're in there, pull out smartly, not like we always do.
The generals of the armed forces, the admirals, have said more than once that America is great at going in there and winning a war, but we don't know what it's like to have an exit strategy. There was no exit strategy in place, and I'm talking about when Bush was on the aircraft carrier and they had that mission accomplished banner, okay? So Saddam Hussein was vanquished. He was still hiding out in some hole somewhere, but he was vanquished, all right? What now? I mean, it's like somebody who's running for Congress who manages to defeat